Hi, my name's Sim and welcome to Power Up, a new channel where we can discuss the latest in green technology. First story today comes from Electric, which is one of my favourite websites, and they're running the story on Toyota's new competitor to the Tesla Powerwall. As a unit, I think it looks okay. It's probably, in my opinion, not as nice looking as a Powerwall. Capacity wise, it's a bit down on the Powerwall also, so it's 8.7 kilowatts, whereas you're getting around 13 on the Tesla Powerwall. But one of the more interesting things I've spotted is that they mentioned that it works with a bi-directional charger, so it can harness the massive battery packs you have on an EV to top up this battery and also to power your home. So that could be something very interesting going forward and seeing where that technology develops. I mean, currently I think only the Nissan Leaf really can do it, but going forward, hopefully a lot more of these EVs out there will gain the technology to be able to do that. And it's going to be almost impossible to have a news show without talking about Elon Musk at some point. This week he made headlines on nearly about every single news source out there with his new return to work policy, where he sent out an email to, at first it seemed like all the executives saying that they need to be in the office a minimum of 40 hours a week, but that looked like it got extended out to the whole company. And the biggest thing I'm getting from reading the emails is that it seems like he has a bit of lack of trust in some people in the company, or maybe it's backed up by something that some people aren't as efficient working from home. Personally, I work from home and I find it way more time efficient. I can get a lot more done in the same amount of hours in the day, but it depends on what industry you're in. And I guess in the automotive and design industry, being around your colleagues is really useful and beneficial for kind of collaboration. But to be honest, I'm not fully opposed to what Elon's saying here. He thinks it's going to be beneficial for Tesla, so that's absolutely fine. If you want to work for Tesla, you've got to assume that you're going to be in the office. If you would prefer more of a remote job, there's plenty of other companies out there that are willing to accept remote workers. So the power is always within the employees. If you have the skills to work for Tesla, I'm sure you have the skills to kind of work anywhere in the industry. Moving on to a more interesting story, BMW have unveiled a new vehicle, the iX1, which will come in plug-in hybrid and EV variants. So the EV only version, they're advertising a 272 mile range coming from a 65 kilowatt hour battery pack. But it's also going to be joined by some hybrid models, which I'm not really going to cover, but they have an electric only range of 55 miles. Design-wise, I actually quite like the look of it. BMW recently have been selling cars with these ginormous grills at the front that look hideous in my opinion. I think this one actually looks a bit more in proportion with the rest of the vehicle. Maybe it's just I've seen all these large ones for so long now that this one's actually looking more reasonable in size. These premium compact SUVs have been quite popular recently, so they'll be competing for market share with the likes of the Audi Q3 and the Volvo XC40, so it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up against them. Personally, I think of the three models, based on purely styling wise, I would go for the BMW, but I'd like to try it at some point and I'll give you my proper opinion. And the final story today comes from DeLorean, who've updated the website with some more details on the upcoming Alpha 5 model, which I've got to say is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, some of the headline facts, so you got 0 to 88 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. You've got 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Top speed 155 miles per hour. Battery is going to be 100 kilowatt hours plus with a more than 300 mile range and a really low drag coefficient. But besides all of that, the car just looks absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to see one in person. Hopefully I get to see it at Goodwood, which I'm going to later on this year. And that's it for the first episode. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content. I'll be evolving it as we go along. Apart from the news, we've got other content coming, such as what it's like to buy a used Model S. So I've bought one recently, so I'll be showing you the process of buying it, what to look out for, and some of the things that have gone wrong with it. So yeah, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.